Guys, you know how I like to say that I like to do unbiased reviews. I was just checking to see if that light was actually on or if it's just sun hitting it. I like to say that I do unbiased, fair, not one-sided reviews. Today's video is not that. Because today, I'm actually going to be self-centered and selfish and toot my own horn. And we're going to talk about my knife, the Stonefish. Yes, I'm biased because I designed it. I fucking love it. So let's go ahead and let's take a look. Stand by and I'll show you its features. If you're wearing headphones, turn the volume down because here comes the music. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna do a little bit of tabletop talk first, but I also did some cutting up some cardboard that I'm gonna put in. Not to do a cardboard test, I'm not doing edge retention test, none of that. All I'm doing is just showing comfortability and things like that because I'm about to cut down a bunch of cardboard with this for a video for you guys. Well, I mean, I already did, but just showing you guys like, okay, is it really that comfortable, things like that. So, first of all, let's talk about the knife itself. So this is, if you're going to purchase this, this is the WE 919 Stonefish. We had to change the name of this from the Hornet, which is what I called the Customs, to the Stonefish because there was some name interest problems with other companies and other companies that had knives by the same name. So what you get is a full fixed blade, tactical style. I build it not as a camp knife per se, but it was done as my version of what a combat knife is in this new millennia, because the old combat knives that any of you guys that were in the military can tell you, they're very one-sided. As much as I love the look of a K-bar and they're the ubiquitous combat knife, it's not what people need these days. This is what people need. A utility knife that also meets the rigors of combat. So I'm not gonna give you a bunch of specs. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it right here and I'm gonna insert the actual spec data from WE Knife Company itself. That way I don't have to go and read off a bunch of stuff to you. So, as you can see, it is a full fixed blade, 20 CV, titanium screws, the titanium hardware. So this can be anodized if you choose. It has got a redacted tang where you can see that there's a little bit of the tang. That's an aesthetic that is really cool. And the nice thing is it's thick enough that that's not a pinch point, doesn't hurt. You can't really even tell that it's redacted. I made sure there was heavy jimping on the front and rear thumb ramps for, that's the spot where you're gonna want that. In reverse grip, that's where you're gonna want it. And the fact is, it also lets you do some indexing in the dark. When you reach, if you've dropped your knife and you reach down and pick it up, you have 2 points to find, so you know your positioning in the dark. The knife is 20 CV. I think they're running it between 59 and 61. That is a couple points lower than I usually run it on a Rockwell, but the fact is you can't grind it when it's that hard, really. Companies have a real hard time with it. This has got a full forward choil that you can choke up on with a finger guard that allows you basically the same feel almost as a sub-hilt fighter. I know that some of you guys have seen some of the sub-hilt fighters, which is a lot like this. There are a lot of knives that use that forward. There's a lot of people that don't like a forward choil. I like it because it allows me different grip options where I'm not touching the sharpened edge of that blade. Let's see, what else? G10 handles, the original handles were in carbon fiber on the prototypes, and they were just too slick. So I gave up a little on aesthetics to provide you with a good grippy material, grippier material than carbon fiber. It comes with Kydex sheath with a Tech Lock style. This is a DOTS It's basically like a tech lock, but it is the dots version. It's not a full tech lock version. It does have a lock so that you can clamp this on your waistband. I like the idea of loops, but I have grown to liking this because it's easy on and off, as opposed to fighting with the snaps and stuff like that. Put that down, make my back hurt. So multi-position carry. You can take the belt clip off, lash it to your gear. There are some sites that are saying it's not MOLLE compatible. It absolutely is, because it does have the lash points. You can use adapters and put this on your MOLLE gear, and your LBE, but it also, you can tie it on. A lot of guys just tie their gear on their LBE. So fairly large knife. Like I said, you saw the specs, full 20 CV, but the big thing about it is, like I said, it's so comfortable and it fits a lot of, what am I saying? It fits a lot of situations. I had a lot of people at the USN that I showed it to. Tim Reeve was like, that's the kind of knife you could take out in the woods. It's got enough belly, you could do any work you wanted. He's like, you can skin out an elk with that. He's like, and it's got enough belly to do work. It's got enough stuff that you can, that's like a camp knife. And I was like, yeah, that's what it was meant to be first, because that's what military guys need. They don't need a K-bar per se anymore. It's not 1940. You're not gonna dispatch your enemies with a knife. What you do need is a nice utility knife that if you need to, you could use it for combat. So, yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, it's for sale at a bunch of the different sites. Like I said, this is 100% me. This is not an unbiased review. I'm the designer. I definitely am biased on this one. But it's for sale in a few places. Smoky Mountain Knife Works has a few. The Blade HQ's got them. Knife Center's got them. White Mountain Knives, I believe, has them. But so basically, you're looking at a knife that you can get pretty much anywhere now. There's a lot of them left. There are a lot of them left. So if you guys are waiting, but it is a limited run. It was a limited run. We did a 300 or 400 piece run of these. So, guys, the WE 911 Stonefish. I'll get some pictures posted up after this of the knife itself. Jim Skelton did some pictures for Instagram for me. There was a few people that have done other pictures. I'll get them posted up. Last thing to note, it does not only come in black. There is also a tan version and a green version. Unfortunately, both of those are out right now. They got mailed out to go to reviewers and things like that. So that's basically, guys, that's it. That's the knife I designed. I have a couple other designs that I'm working on trying to get out. But like I said, I just wanted to have a good quality fixed blade knife that met some of the rigors that I saw being missed. Some of the things that I saw being missed when I was in the military. Oh, one last thing. If you guys are in a wet environment, it is 20 CV. It should hold up against it pretty well. I did handles removable. I did removable handles to allow people to be able to get out of salty water, nasty, brackish water in a swamp, take the handles off, clean underneath, and there you've got, just a little added thing. And there is a drain hole in the sheath as well for wet environment. See it? So, all in all, like I said, it's a great fucking knife, guys. We knocked it out of the park. They did not miss any of the little cues that I wanted in this knife. They basically did exactly what I wanted. It came out great. They come from the factory really sharp, really, really sharp. This one I've used it a lot. I've had to resharpen it a few times, but they do sharpen up. They sharpen up really nice. So mine's only a 600 grit edge, out of character, but this is something that is not going to be like a show-off flashy knife. That's what knives like this are for. The fancy, flashy 10,000 grit edge. This is a workhorse. This is a different kind of edge. So guys, that's pretty much it. If you guys like the videos, well, let's go ahead and we'll pull up some pictures first, and then I'll do the outro. All right, guys. Well, we had a bunch of stuff come in. I'm gonna start getting this stuff cut down, and then I think I'm gonna cut the video and speed it up a little bit. But I've got to cut up all this cardboard to make it fit in the recycle boxes. But we're gonna use the 919, the WE 919 Stonefish to do it. So the comfort in using this knife, it is so easy it just, there's no hot spots because I don't have pocket clips because it's a fixed blade. This stuff got a little damp last night, so some of it doesn't want to cut. So it's kind of wet. But it definitely is a champ against cutting out cardboard boxes. Damp spot. Hello, cat. So there may be, I don't know how much of this we're gonna get a video cutting it down, but this is a corrugated, double wall corrugated cardboard. Now, people do complain about choils because they catch. And yeah, they do, if you're not paying attention to how you're cutting. This is a thicker, much thicker piece of cardboard, and I gotta be careful because it's got metal staples in it. So you guys can see, that is some fairly thick cardboard that I'm cutting. And so we're just going right through it like butter. But like I said, this isn't so much that I'm doing a cut. I just wanted to show you guys, like in hand, this thing is just incredibly comfortable to use because it doesn't have any hot spots. This is the things that it was designed for, are the tasks that you do in a camp that normally you would have to have a pocket knife for. Normally you would wind up using a pocket knife for, because the combat knife that you have, the fixed blade knife that you were issued, probably just wouldn't do the task at hand the way you wanted it to. So let's do a little bit more of this heavy. Just so it's smaller and fits. Let's see. Yeah, just slides through it like nothing. Going this way against the corrugation, it's a little harder. You can see that I'm able to bear down on that real hard without having it bind up. That's a solid spot right there. So guys, there you go. 919 Stonefish, still sharp because that is, like I said, 20 CV. So like I said, guys, if you guys like the videos, give them a thumbs up. If you don't like them, give them a thumbs down, but tell me why. Down below is going to be a link to my email. So if you do need sharpening, and like I said, guys, don't think that I only sharpen folding knives. I will sharpen anything. Scissors, barber shears, beautician's scissors, knives, kitchen knives, woodworking tools, hand chisels, things like that. I will sharpen anything. Straight razors. Just keep that in mind. That's the primary business, is the sharpening. So that being said, there's a link to that below. Down in this corner, I believe today I'm gonna put a link to Ashton's channel, another knife guy. Up here is going to be a video YouTube thinks you like. Over here is the subscription link, and if you do subscribe, make sure that you hit the bell icon, because a lot of guys are like, I don't ever get notifications. Hit the bell icon and make sure you're getting notification of all traffic. Everything I put up, you'll get a notification. And then down in this corner is a link to my Patreon, that if you guys would like to see me be able to go out to Tim Reeve Knives, or to see Tim Reeve at Chris Reeve Knives, maybe go up to Petaluma and see the guys at, see what they're doing there at Mattia Barani Cutlery, any of that stuff, I can't do it anymore on my dime. There is no more anything that is gonna get shot that I have to travel for. It's gotta be done through the Patreon. So if that's something you guys wanna see, think about joining the Patreon. And then down below, this is a big one, down below is a link to my daughter's GoFundMe for ice skating. She is at the national level now. She's currently 3rd in the country. She's 1st on the West Coast. and it's getting exceedingly expensive. The GoFundMe was something because she does not qualify for a sponsor yet. If any of you guys would like to step up and help out with that, that would be amazing. It would be great, but you know, that's on you guys. You guys take it easy. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. It's on sale. It's on sale, and they're available.